This is a WJHS TV Channel 25 News Update. I'm Sara Reed. Indiana schools stand to lose more than $150 million in the year 2010 because of proposed caps on property taxes. State officials say urban school districts, like the Greater Clark County schools, are being hit hard. State Senator John Broden of South Bend said school districts that are losing revenue because of the caps should get state general fund money to make up for the reduction. The Senate is considering a bill that would phase in property tax caps called circuit breakers by the year 2010. Property tax bills would be limited for homeowners to 1% of their home's assessed value, with a 2% cap for rental property and a 3% limit for businesses. The caps are projected to reduce property taxes by about $600 million, money that schools otherwise would be able to collect. The demolition of the RCA Dome in Indianapolis will begin this spring. Demolition will take about 6 months. Sara Demolition Corporation of Baldwinsville, New York, was the winning bidder for the work under a $3.5 million contract. Indiana Stadium and Convention Building Authority Executive Director Fred Klipsch says the company will use traditional demolition methods such as wrecking balls. Explosives may be used to remove parts of the dome's concrete ring. The RCA Dome was built in 1984 for $80 million. The new Lucas Oil Stadium is scheduled to be complete this year by August the 15th, about a week before the Indianapolis Colts are scheduled to play a preseason game. Klipsch said some fixtures from the RCA Dome may be sold as souvenirs. A 36-year-old woman from Pekin, Indiana was killed when her minivan hit an oncoming school bus near Borden in southern Indiana Monday. State police say they don't know why Sherry L. Anderson drove over the center line on Indiana 60. There were no students on the West Clark Community School District bus. Police say the bus driver, 66-year-old Anna Marie Klein of Floyd Knobs, had minor injuries. A coroner pronounced Anderson dead at the scene. Police say Anderson was driving west in her Dodge Caravan shortly before 4 p.m. Monday when she crossed the center line and hit the eastbound bus. Anderson was alone in the van. Police don't know whether she or Klein were wearing seatbelts. Fire destroyed a home in southern Indiana Monday. Firefighters from 2 fire departments responded to the large house fire around noon in Bethlehem, located about 10 miles from New Washington in Clark County. No injuries were reported. The interior roofing of the house collapsed and the house was fully engulfed in flames. Fire officials say the home, located on 2nd Street, sits close to the Ohio River's edge, so winds coming off the water fanned the flames, making it tough to put out the fire. At one point, crews had to truck water to the scene in tankers. Firefighters from New Washington and Charlestown battled the blaze. The city of Jeffersonville has a new lieutenant mayor. Dana Young has joined Jeffersonville city government as a lieutenant to Mayor Tom Galligan. After only a few weeks on the job, Young, 46, said she is still learning a lot about city government and is glad to be getting involved at a time when she sees such potential for Jeffersonville. Young's previous work includes stints in hotel management, banking, and telecommunications marketing. Galligan said he asked the city council to create Young's position, which pays $35,000 a year, because he felt a need for someone who could, quote, amass information and bring it back and help decide what we're going to do with it, unquote. Jeffersonville High School Principal Steve Morris says the renovation of the 30-year-old building is moving along schedule. He says most of the existing construction is taking place downstairs with pipes, water heaters, boilers, and concrete pads. The new water heaters have been installed and saw cutting in the concrete is currently underway for installation of the new boilers. Morris says when the weather breaks in early spring, construction will begin on the front of the building. Based on the current schedule, there should be minimal disruption inside the building during this semester. The entire building is scheduled to be closed for the summer.